Smoke something, bitch. GK. Hold up. Talking about.
Good weed, good drink, big money. Hey! Rolling in something foreign, no leather gripping drink. I handle my business, so I think I deserve to. Hey! Hey! Yeah!
Mic check 1 2. Mic check 1 2. Welcome to Trill Talk, the Trill Talk podcast. TTP in this bitch. I am the Trill OG Bun B, repping UGK for life. I am joined by
Queenie.
repping.
The one.
Repping what?
Nothing.
Okay. Queenie repping nothing. And Truck.
Truck Buck never gave a fuck. Repping 6300 West Southport, Southwest
God,
Superman,
you
Trill
got to do all
Gladiators.
this.
That's why I asked you.
Going
I
down.
asked you before we started. What is your title?
What we talking about today?
The sex doll.
Sex doll. Sex doll.
Doll. Not
Okay.
Got
doll.
some fine ones though.
Okay,
Got some fine
so for
sex
people that
dolls,
may
though.
not know what we're talking about because they just said sex doll, there are these new sex dolls that have been put on the market. They're very lifelike. They look just like a real person. They've been designed to look kind of like what people are looking like now. It's basically, they've got the body is built like, people are getting their bodies built if you're not naturally built that way.
No.
There's a couple of different ones,
Most
that
of them
they
look
do.
like they work out though. They don't look enhanced.
I seen a
you
pregnant
mean?
one earlier.
You seen a pregnant one?
Yeah, they had a pregnant one.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
right.
they gonna have you thinking you got somebody pregnant.
But some dudes like that though. They be liking like the pregnant women, like they like to knock down pregnant women.
But it don't feel the same if she pregnant. Was she pregnant with some air?
I ain't gonna lie, like some pregnant hype.
But this is the difference in real pregnancy.
All right,
and
the
this
fake.
dog
I don't know. They
pregnancy.
probably didn't
You
added
think
a
it's
little something
some
so they
moisture?
pregnant. I don't know. You got to read the brochures or something. I don't know.
You gonna have to clean that after you finish.
Every time.
She ain't
Straight
getting
up.
up going to the restroom though.
Nah, you can't be lazy if you buy one of them. You got to do some work with that thing.
Ooh, you gonna burn your own self.
Obviously, there's a market for it. They wouldn't invest that kind of money into it. It's not the first version of it, it's just the newer version. Obviously, technology is getting better as time goes on. So now they can, the same way in the movies, they can make a CGI character look more and more like a real person. This is pretty much the same thing, but, in life size,
Barbie.
doll. They've been selling like
Yeah,
pussies and shit like that. There's always been like fake pussies you can buy.
And women
In the
use
sex store.
dildos.
Flashlight. That's what they call them. Flashlights. I'll be in that shit, nigga. Back
But
in the day.
you can't compare this to a dildo.
Why you can't?
You can't compare it to a
gotta clean
dildo.
both of
There is
You
no.
gotta clean one. One's sick.
You can compare a dildo to a fake pussy, but you can't compare a dildo to a sex doll.
What's the difference?
The difference is if you had a man doll fucking you.
They're gonna make a man doll.
Do you realize that it's different with a robot? It's different with a man fucking a doll that's
No.
inanimate. Here's the thing, because the sex doll for the man doesn't have to move, doesn't have to vibrate, doesn't have to have any kind of electrical appliances. It doesn't have to do anything, but just lay there. Now on your end, your
Man,
doll
you
would
just
have to
lay
fuck.
there, too.
No, your doll's gonna have to fuck you.
No, because you got to fuck the doll, so the woman have to fuck the man doll.
No, cause see, the woman doll don't have to move and do nothing for the man
The
to
man
have sex
don't
with.
either, cause the woman gonna flip the man on his back.
They got two things.
Yeah, but what a woman going here's the thing. For the sex doll, right? And I'm gonna try to keep this as cool as possible. But when you do something like this, right? Like you, for example, if we're gonna use the same scenario for both of us, right? Let's say I like to hit it from the back. Right? Then I could do that with a sex doll. Right? If you like to get hit from the back, you can't do that.
Yes, I can. I can
How?
stand him up against the wall.
They do that.
Again,
We can
you're
still
doing
feel
all
it.
She gonna be doing the work though.
you doing the work.
Yeah,
the doll
but
not doing nothing.
Y'all still gonna do the work too. It's an equal opportunity.
They got some dolls like back in the day. I used to watch HBO Real 6.
No, you had one.
Nah, I had one. I need a flashlight though, probably, but they used to have like the little motor, like it's like a little sex thing. Like the girl, she's laid down, she got her legs open, and it's like a little it's like a little thing that make it just go in and out like a machine. It's called a sex machine. Like type it up, Google that shit. It's like a sex machine. It's for the ladies. They just lay down there and just they don't have to do nothing. Just lay down and it's like they got like a little button, fast, slow, shit like that, whatever like that. So that's something you don't have to do nothing with. You know what I'm saying? But then with the doll, you gonna have to the man. You have to do everything. You gotta suck on some rubber titties. You gotta like play his fake pussy and shit. This, you know what I'm saying? He can't do no folk play. I mean, that's for rape niggas, man. I mean, I ain't gonna call every nigga that fuck with it rapers, but for me, I ain't gonna be able to get on hard. This, you know what I'm saying? Fucking no dog. Like, I'm gonna have to watch a flick or something and then go fuck with it before, you know what I'm saying? If I fuck with it, though.
That's the whole point.
But if I watch a flick, I might well gonna be my meat then. Fuck it.
You won't have to use the sponge in your hand no more.
I can dig it. Ain't no sponge. It's just...
No, I'm talking.
Just Vaseline,
I heard
baby.
dudes use sponges
Sponge?
too.
Who the hell you talking to about masturbation?
I heard they like soak a sponge and put it in their hand.
Who told you that? A woman told you that. Ain't no man told you that.
A sponge?
I've never heard of no.
like
We in a room full of men. We in a room full of men. Has any man in this room heard anything about a sponge? Exactly. That's why I say a woman had to.
Ain't no woman told me that.
So a man told you how you jack off.
Yep.
Don't shake your head. You got a microphone in front of you.
Yep. He told me that you either use
Not
the
they.
sponge
He.
or your hand.
He used a sponge with his weird ass jacking off in the kitchen or some shit.
No, not the kitchen sponge.
What kind of sponge?
What kind of sponge?
A sponge, like a soft sponge, like a sponge. He probably massaged it until it got old in his hand.
You know,
He
no,
didn't
not
go
no
get the
probably.
kitchen sponge.
Not no probably.
Like in the shower.
Well, okay, huh?
Like in the shower. Like just.
I don't know how you jack off.
I mean, like
as a man,
like
I'm just saying. He said sponge on his hand.
I don't know how the nigga did.
Never heard no sponge
Some
before.
men have the little corn things right there, so
That's why you gotta use that baby oil on that thing. You got some Vaseline, some baby oil or something.
Okay,
But yeah, them niggas they'll toe up. But back to the dog though. Each his own. You know what I'm saying? They gonna make a lot of money though, cause I know a lot of people saying they gonna buy it. It's a lot of money, but it ain't a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? You probably go to Vegas and spend you about $1,000 for some hype, and that just be it.
But that's a one-time blast.
And that's just one time. You spend about $1,000 on this little doll. You can knock it down and put it in the closet. You know what I'm saying? And whenever you ready again, you go pull her on out again.
So they made the half body first, right?
I ain't seen
No,
half body.
no, it wasn't. It wasn't a half body first. It was just
it
a
was
pussy.
They have the half.
I know,
body.
but you say they started with the half body. I'm telling you, sex
I'm talking about the
started
waist
as.
to the top of the thigh.
Yeah, this is just the pussy. Yeah, just like that right there.
So if a dude have that in his house, and his gal come over, he forgot to put it up. He forget to put it up.
What would you say if you said your dude had it?
I'll be glad. He ain't cheating.
Shit, you still cheating.
He kind of is, though.
No, he not. No, he not. He ain't cheating. Not with the dog.
He cheating you. If he giving it to the doll, he cheating you.
I just go get the man.
That's just like if a dude, well, I mean, it's in 2018. If a dude catches gal with a dildo or something like that, like, I mean, ain't no reason for you to trip. If you trip, like, you tripping, whatever like that. So, if a girl
it's
catch
okay
you,
for her to have a dildo or a vibrator.
she can have all that shit if you want to. I
You
don't
rather
care.
catch her with a dildo or a vibrator?
I ain't gonna catch her. I'ma know already. I miss Ryan bought it for her. Valentine's Day or something, Friday. Shoot. I'm gonna know. If I find out later
I
on,
don't
it
prefer
ain't-
either. If, I don't know what you mean. I don't know why the hell you would ask me dildo or vibrator. I don't know. What does that mean?
I would just not for yourself. If you walked in and called,
What'd you say? What do you
if
prefer?
you walked in,
That's why you take it like that.
Quit turning your head to talk, man. You got to talk into the microphone. I don't want it to register bad.
Cover this.
You looking strange.
I'm trying to cover the name off the street slusher.
Don't do that. Ain't nothing in there.
It's all good. What else we got? What else we got today, Queenie?
He asked Queenie what we got today.
That's what I said. What else we got today, Queenie?
We ain't through talking about the dog.
The dog. I don't know. Like I said, a couple of fellas
always
say
be at home waiting on you.
I ain't tripping. Like each his own. I know I can't mess with it because, like I said, it ain't gonna work. It just ain't gonna work. You know what I'm saying? But there's gonna be some niggas gonna buy it, dog. But I think niggas gonna buy it and they gonna be scared to tell somebody that they got it. They gonna try to be low key with it. They ain't gonna be proud to have it, like a female to be proud to have a dildo or a vibrator. A nigga gotta be proud to have his fake dog too. You know what I'm saying?
No.
They gotta Instagram that hoe.
No.
You know, they gonna do.
That ain't nothing to be proud of.
They gonna be Instagramming this bitch and everything. Date night looking at it.
But when I did see the picture, I thought it was a real woman.
Nah, they had some live ones. Like you
This
said, they
one
got
like-
different ones, like big ones, small ones.
I mean, I don't.
She was laying in the bed, so I thought it was a woman. I was
I
like,
mean,
The one that was laying sideways
yeah, I was
in the
like,
back.
when
Yeah.
Instagram start letting them show naked women?
Yeah. she
So,
looking right.
so I have a question, right? I don't know how this is gonna come across, but how can you justify? All right, the doll is a fake woman, right? So, would you be open to fucking other fake women if you fuck a doll?
Hell no.
I'm not talking to you.
Oh, you talking to
Me?
me?
I'm talking to. If you
Texas.
would you fuck if you fuck a sex doll, which is a fake woman, are you open to fuck other fake women?
What other fake women?
Like women that ain't women. You know what I'm talking about.
Oh,
No, because that don't even match.
It's a fake woman.
No,
neither one of them are
no,
women.
No, that don't match. Because the doll is a toy, and the fake woman is a human still, and you can still have feelings.
I'm just asking a question. I'm just trying to burn time here.
Right.
Nobody was
So
talking.
you
I'm just
can't
trying to.
say you can't put that with that.
I just asked the question.
Okay.
You don't
So
have to
what
get
about
offended.
yourself? You could ask yourself that question.
No, I'm not with the doll. So
No, but you
I mean,
could
he's
ask
with the dog.
yourself
Who
he
with
don't
the
have
dog?
a dog.
I ain't with the
none of
dog.
us have the doll. He say he wouldn't have.
nah, I ain't with the doll. I ain't gonna get the doll. First of all, I ain't got no money to be spending on.
I'm just throwing questions out
I
there.
can dig it.
We just supposed to be having a conversation. When I have my comment, don't look at me crazy. Everybody else saying crazy
I
shit.
had dogs.
I'm trying to say. I'm just asking, and then because what is Can you cut your ringer off, nigga? It's not that serious.
Hey,
That's on
hey,
the
he
Tuesday.
got some late night hype.
That's baby. I'm supposed to bring ice cream home. You know what I'm saying? Oh, she let me
What
both.
the ice cream go? What y'all gonna do with that ice cream?
Nah,
They gonna eat that ice
Nah,
cream.
I ate her ice cream
They
last
gonna
night.
eat the ice cream.
They gonna eat that ice
I
cream.
went in the freezer and ate her last ice cream last night, so I told her I'd bring her ice cream today.
So you said
Before
they
I go
ate
in.
all that?
I ate the
all
whole
Tootsie Pop
pint.
ate
The whole
ice cream.
pint. I took it down in the living room.
She
This
probably
morning.
had some plan for that ice
She
cream.
did. She want to be eating it right now, but it's all good. I told her.
I'm not talking about like that though.
No, somebody she when she get off work and be chilling, she want to eat ice cream, but she gotta wait. She be alright. It's all good. Ice cream is going down. Cookies and cream, Bluebells. Shout out to Bluebells.
Why you shouting them out?
I don't know, 'cause that shit good as a motherfucker.
But I'm saying that she may have had something planned.
Nah, you were trying to say something
She might
sexually
have put-
playing?
Yeah, with the
Nah,
ice
I won't
cream.
fuck that ice cream. You don't make
Is
up
it
all
gone?
sticky and shit. I don't like all this shit.
I don't know if it's sticky.
Nah, I did all this shit in high school. I don't do this shit no more.
Oh
We
God,
gone.
you have a boring life.
Man, high school, what I was just talking about.
Tell us
this
about your
pie.
exciting life, Miss Freeman.
No.
You got some
it's
sticky
bad
stuff?
here.
You know, Mr. Freeman ain't got damn sticky stuff around there. No strawberries.
No,
No
sticky
strawberries. No sour cream. I mean, sour cream. I'm supposed to say sour
Stuff. We don't have no sour
no
cream.
sour cream.
No.
Nobody cream need to be sour.
No goddamn.
If my cream is sour, her cream is sour. Something's wrong with it.
chocolate,
No.
honey, None of that shit.
We got it, but
It's for food.
it's for daytime treats.
I can dig it. Number food. Like, we ain't fuck with this shit not no more. And that's you was experimenting back in the day doing all that, but not no more. They got time for that shit. They got old. They don't feel like doing all that shit anyway.
You just want to sit up and eat ice cream.
So you want to
Nah, I
get
don't
straight
like
to the
that.
point. No foreplay.
Nah, I fuck with the foreplay.
Okay.
That's my
You know, he's
specialty.
Mr. Suck on some titties.
Yeah,
he
I'm
think
suck
that's,
on some titties,
he
man.
think that's every woman's erogenous zone. He think every woman gonna fall
Not
down.
all of them. Not all. I hate them hoes. Don't be like their titties get sucked, man. Damn, I hate that shit, man. That nigga suck them titties, man. God damn, man. But you know, some hoes don't. I mean, some females don't like to get their titties sucked, so you just gotta.
They don't want your spit all on their chest, nigga.
Shit.
Smelling like sour milk and shit because you been eating ice cream all day.
Cookies and cream.
Cookies and cream.
That be all right. That be all right. Suck them titties, they be rubbing on your head and shit like that.
Is it a shower before or a shower after?
It's whatever, however you feel. If it's there right there, you got it.
Gotta bathe first.
Can't take a shower before. You gotta
Why?
go. I mean, if
You
it's
can
if
get
it's.
in and take the shower together.
I mean, now maybe staying in some apartments. They can't fit in them showers. I can't even sit in the damn tub. My big ass.
That's the good thing.
Unless I
about
go
it.
to a big hotel, one of them big hotels or something, they got them big ass tub. I can't fit no apartment shower or no tub.
Oh, bless your heart.
Especially both of us. We both big, so you can't
In the
fit
shower?
Nah, not in the shower.
Oh yeah, the shower hangs over the tub. Okay.
No, it's not even that though, because you got to two people. Think about when we take a shower together, right? And we got one in the front, and then the other one got to go around.
gonna be
We
hard.
have a
No,
big
but
enough.
we can stand on the side of each
Yeah,
other.
'cause we
but
have
we change the water temperature. You like the water.
Somebody gonna be
scalding
hogging
hot.
the water though.
I do.
No, but I'm saying our shower is wide enough for us
Yeah.
to do that. His shower can't. If you're in a little regular tub,
right here.
like not our shower. Think about the guest room down the hall, right? If we tried to both take a shower now, we could do it. It would be we would have to like watch it,
Sideways,
and then
slide,
the possibility to fall the fuck down is very high. On that
Curtain
in that
rod
type
truck.
of situation.
curtain rod action. Oh yeah, y'all can't even shower together. Never mind.
What's
No,
curtain
she talking about it.
Oh, the rod. Oh, nah.
They don't make them like that.
Nah, I can't do that. I had to go to the hotel and do some shit like that.
And break they
break
shower.
that
off.
shit, yeah. We gonna make. I break our shower rod.
Yeah, if they ain't got enough room to shower, they damn sure got enough room to
That's
fuck.
what be fucking it up.
That's not gonna work at
We
all.
got the one leg
Okay,
in, one
Bernard,
leg out.
I asked Truck foreplay.
Who?
I mean shower before, after.
What, sex? Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, I guess it depends on kind of day you having. I mean, you can't come from the gym and jump into bed and be like, all right, let's do this. Nigga catch.
Salted balls, look at that.
Musty nut.
Yeah.
Musty nut ass.
There's some people that's into that kind of stuff though.
Yeah.
Like I think,
Oh, the man Barney, tantric sex. The Barney.
but that, tantric sex is different. That's different. Tantric is not touching. I'm talking about people that's into must and shit like that.
What's Tetris?
Like I've heard somebody, and I'm not gonna name no names. He's the son of a very prominent Christian family in America, black Christian family in America. That was his thing. He said that we used to have conversations about like people would always talk about hairy assholes. Some men like hair,
Like
some
hair,
men
yeah.
don't.
Wait, we're gonna get to that later.
No,
Say that part.
but you asked me. I'm
Okay,
talking
since
about
we
smell.
got-
I'm talking about smell
Right, don't go to the hairy part yet.
But I gotta talk about the hair.
Okay.
Let me get to what I'm saying. So his thing is he like hair with a faint smell of piss.
Ooh.
Right? That was his thing. And that's all I'm saying. I wasn't talking about hair asshole. I'm trying to get to what certain people are into. You have people like was it Donald Glover? If you ever watched the TV show Atlanta, he was very he wanted to smell his girl's underarm and shit like that. Like
Yeah, so
That's
yeah,
true
yeah.
in real life.
I don't know,
just
but
the
I
movie.
feel like that's not a quirk that you write in
Right.
to something. I feel like
I don't
that's
think you just want to do that and the actors and they write that shit in. I'd be like, damn, I gotta smell it under the arms, but they like,
Okay, hairy or bald. Truck.
shit. I mean, I ain't gonna say it don't matter, but I don't want no bush, no ragged ass shit. This
You
Make
like
sure
it
you cut the
groomed?
grass sometime. That's make sure. Yeah.
Groomed?
Yeah, to get a landscape or something down there.
Okay, finish, bud.
Finish what? I finished.
Uh,
Harry.
groomed or hair? I mean, hairy or bald?
Why are you asking me questions you don't answer to?
The people don't know. The people want to know.
If I tell the people what I prefer, then I'm just basically telling the people how my woman grooms herself. I would rather you tell people.
I can dig it.
If you want to have this conversation, let's have this conversation. What about you, Ms. Freeman? Hairy or groomed?
Groomed.
Exactly. So your question answers mine.
How a man
No,
gonna groom
'cause-
his shit?
You cut that shit down
You cut
with some
that shit.
scissors. You get a perfect pair of scissors,
Cut some scissors.
and you
No.
when you in the shower and you comb up and you cut and you comb. If you don't want to go bald,
Kind of long ass pussy ass.
No,
no, I'm
People
talking
got
about
to-
the
about
male.
Oh. Oh, hell no.
'Cause
What are you
gotta
talking
comb
about?
It up, cut.
Man, nigga ain't cut
Comb
this
it
shit.
up, cut. Why?
Nigga don't care about
That
this
should be
shit.
cutting people.
You know, she made me, and I'm going to just keep it 100. I'm going to keep it
I
100.
did it
She made me,
myself.
get rid of my dick hair or whatever you want to call it one time. And my shit look.
I ain't do you bald though. I cut you down.
Well, if she do it for you, shit, yeah, be all right. But
My shit looked like a snake crawling out of
if it go from this long-
a pile of mud. Like it was just, because I'm a big nigga, so it's like it's not flat right there. So it's like it was just this hairless chihuahua, like
It
gotta.
wasn't hairless. You was not bald. All I did was
That shit had there was
pull and
nothing.
cut.
There
Get
was
that boy a Trill.
nothing. No, I'm talking
Trill
about the
do.
cream, nigga. She made me put the goddamn.
to
the-
rip the shit off?
No, not the rip.
talking about the
There's the
nair?
cream. Yeah, I'm not talking about no scissors. I'm talking about the nail.
nair.
the nail on your balls.
Hey, no, you put it on top. That shit was above and below the dick.
Above
No,
and below.
bun. I cut you.
You ever
with
see the hairless
scissors.
cat?
The little white
His
motherfucker.
balls is looking like that.
Shit was terrible.
His
Shit was
balls
awkward.
looking like that. You couldn't even see it.
Shit was
You couldn't
awkward.
even see it though.
I'm a man, right?
You
Every
can-
now and then we scratch out with nuts, we scratch out with dick hair. It gives us a frame of reference to deal with. And to go in my pants and like scratch my balls and it was nothing there. That shit was nickel slick, my nigga. It was not cool.
You gonna make you
That was
scratch
your
both.
balls.
That's your
It was
balls.
not
I
my
got-
balls. You're not gonna
No,
tell me I had
Bun,
hair on
used
my crotch.
scissors,
I had
remember?
a
You
crotch.
couldn't see.
But the
Scissors.
nair, no, Queen, but the nair shit was all over.
Imagine growing hair for 30-something years.
She had her glasses on. You know the glasses. They
First.
got the extra glass on the microphone.
Like
It was my first below the neck haircut, and it was not cool.
But Bun,
You know, like when you
I
take
use
your little boy,
scissors.
take your son to the barbershop for the first time ever. That's how my dick felt.
I didn't.
Mama!
Your
Mama!
penis don't even grow hair, so I cut the hair from around it because it was cutting me. It was about this long.
But the hair, right? Don't do me like that.
You been going out. all
Talking
the
about the
time.
hair, right?
The hair was cutting
Yeah,
you,
but
right?
yes.
That's all right.
And your haircut, your haircut,
Don't
your
talk-
haircut, your haircut.
Were you Oprah headed out there? You get a haircut. You get a haircut.
Yeah.
They gonna go get a haircut. Cut that shit down. That shit is irritating.
I mean, you waited till what, 17 years after?
I've been here trying to tell you, but you would never let me do it, so you finally let me do it.
I don't know if I even let you do it. I think it just happened. I think it was just like, boy, put this on there, kind of shit. And if you, I'm married, I ain't got no, I ain't really got no.
scissors.
He did not want to do it.
'Cause
He
you
did
know-
not want to do it.
No, because I married America's #1 I bet you won't motherfucker. That's who I married. My wife's whole life is I bet you won't. So that's
Incidentally.
all that shit was something I bet you won't. I bet you won't take all the hair off your dick. Like what? Why?
Bun, you did not do it like that.
Queen,
I
I
used
bet you
the
won't.
scissors.
My shit is still not fully thick.
What that mean? You get
I
old,
wish-
it don't grow back that fast.
I don't
no more.
I don't want to go there. I don't want to go there right now, but I can tell you.
My shit ain't right now. Nigga saying shit, put his head down.
Shit look like my dick had the
still ain't
mange.
right now.
Like my dick had the mange, nigga, just splotches and shit of hair. Shit was
So,
not cool.
With how
It was like
my
a shaved
tag-
chinchilla.
No, you had some wolf hair.
Yeah,
You had
like a
some
chinchilla.
rat hair.
Should get that nigga a perm.
Nigga, do you know how much a perm on your dick hair would hurt?
All right, I mean, I ain't say I already.
You ever had a relaxer?
Penises don't have
No, because you got
hair.
good hair. Y'all don't know. I don't know how your big ass got good hair.
'Cause
You got good. Look, everybody tripping. Everybody kind of look.
Look at that
Big nigga do got good hair.
got them curls, niggas.
We don't go there, nigga. Your shit is really thinning. That's
Nah,
why
I
it
ain't gonna
look.
lie. Yeah, I'm got
That's
a
why it
bald
look
spot
like
right
it's
here. Yeah.
straight because it's thinning.
I got a bald spot right here.
trying to cut
My mama
for you.
told me today, you know, you need some Rogaine before you lose all your hair. You're gonna be bald, baby. I need that spray.
No, don't do that.
Oh, you do have a bald spot.
Yeah, right here.
You know when you start losing your hair right here, you're going to lose it down there, too.
Don't matter. It's all good.
Oh, you married
And then
Queenie.
you gonna go
Either way,
sick.
No matter what. huh?
Queenie. Either way, you gonna lose your hair down there.
Yeah. It don't matter. They still gonna love me. Touch Pop still gonna love me.
As long as you bring ice cream home.
Yeah, cookies and cream is going down.
All right, what we gonna talk about next? I'm gonna talk about
What's
next.
going on in the news right now?
Trump, but I don't want to talk
Trump,
about Trump,
oh, yeah.
bitch ass. I hate.
I don't know nothing about that whole
'Cause I want,
nigga
I want,
doing.
I want everybody
Don't
to be
even get to know.
entertained by the podcast. So I try to find things that ain't gonna divide people. I want white people, black, Mexican, Asian. I want people, Republican, liberal, everybody to be able to tune into the podcast. Pimp was always big about that, like, making sure that everybody could be a part of what you was doing. Pimp was not against, people that wasn't from the hood in the street. He wasn't anti-gay or none of that. If people cut for you, you respect it, And I want everybody to have an opportunity to cut for this. I think it's already understood how I feel about Trump and how most people that I rock with feel about Trump. But I feel like if we get too much on that, like this need to be a break from that. You know what I'm saying? Like the podcast is supposed to be a break from the bullshit that we deal with on a daily basis. We don't want to talk about how fucked up work is and how hard it is raising kids and all that. Everybody deals with that or has their own issues in their life. We just want to laugh about me not having no dick hair and fucking sex dolls. That's what this should really be for people. It should be that space for niggas, and white people and whatever. Shout out to the Macawa train in the background. Macawa train in the background. To let you know what side of town we on. That nigga that just blew. He just shot it. What's up, nigga? He hit the horn to me. I don't know. But we could talk about, we could talk about anything if whatever you feel like talking about. That ain't political.
Can you tell us about Bitcoin?
Bitcoin.
Bitcoins.
Bitcoin is what they refer to as cryptocurrency. It's basically you invested in something that can be used as money in certain places. Right? So Bitcoin is just one of the different types of cryptocurrency, and a bunch of them kind of came after Bitcoin found a bit of success. I've been hearing about Bitcoin since I first started Gumball. The dude, Kim.com, who was big player. He was the head owner of Mega Upload. The Mega Upload was the biggest illegal streaming site in the world. So, he had Interpol, MI6, and the FBI, and all these people raid his property, and but that's another episode. But he was one of the first people to really be talking about Bitcoin and stuff like that. Remember when I was telling you about the people hacking Sony, and he got them to let Sony go? Like I know some strange people, but Bitcoin is something that a lot of people trying to get into. What did you just say?
I said you sound like you snitching.
Okay, I damn near want to push stop on this thing now because that's not no shit you just throw out there. We sending this out to the public, and how do I sound like I'm snitching about when he got jammed up? That's common.
That ain't snitching.
That he got arrested?
You said his name, though.
Yeah,
It already happened already.
It already happened.
Oh, okay. Well, see,
You understand how
I'm from
snitching
the
work,
hood.
right? You do understand how snitching work, right?
Yeah.
But it's a
See,
difference.
I'm from the hood.
There's a difference.
Wait. So you
Because-
from the hood, but you don't know how snitching work?
I
That's
know
it's
how
an
snitching
oxymoron.
work, but I was wondering, since you said his name, you're not supposed to say the person's name. Period.
Shit,
No, you're not supposed to say somebody's name if they're currently doing dirty shit. He's already been arrested, convicted, released. His wife left him because they took all the money and everything. So it's a whole, he just got remarried again. So congratulations to him on that. This is a wild dude. This is a dude. He had his license plate said God on his Rolls Royce.
Then
So,
people got to
he ain't bought
understand it's the
nothing.
difference between snitching and telling. I've been told on.
I've been
I
told
like say
on
me and
too.
you go rob the bank and then I get caught and I be like, yeah, officer, take me in, but Queenie was with me too.
Oh,
That's
telling,
snitching. That's
yeah.
snitching. Like, you know what I'm saying? I told him
Snitching and telling is the same thing.
but like I
No,
like
no.
say I done something,
Like, I
say I
could tell-
done something
I could-
to you and you like, officer, him. Yes, officer,
I'm
him.
gonna
You're a
tell.
victim though. You know
But
what I'm
I'm
saying?
gonna
You're a
tell
so-called
anyway.
victim.
Like I keep telling y'all, when we in the car together out of town and we get pulled over,
You telling.
I'm telling.
But
I
don't
had already told
But
y'all
don't tell
that.
it. But whoever got whatever they gonna
They
have,
better
what
claim
they
it, 'cause
they
I'm
just got to
not
be a
going
man
to
and claim
jail.
it though.
What you gonna tell when
That's
we get pulled
snitching,
over?
though.
When we get pulled over,
Officer,
snitching.
I ain't got nothing. This nigga got all the
It's
weed and
his,
everything on
it's
him.
his, and it's his. I'm just a rider.
They go like, get your ass in the car too. Come on.
you obviously have never been pulled over
That's
with a group of
snitching
people
then.
in the car
That's
trying to
snitching.
tell
What
them.
you doing?
I don't hang with those type of people.
You can't guess about how that works out. There's people in here that know
They ain't
exactly
gonna
how
wanna hear
that
that
worked
shit.
out.
Get your ass up out the car too. Just go on the road. Get on the side of the road. Lay down.
See, that's the part I don't want to do. Is
Nah, they gonna
have
do
to
you.
stretch.
Yeah, they gonna lay down. Get on
And
the
then
ground.
they take forever.
Get on the ground.
You realize you don't have an
And
option with this, right?
I
You-
know, but I'm still gonna tell.
You can't
that's
be-
your weed. That's his weed, officer, and that's his weed.
They gonna like, what you say, ma'am?
That's his weed,
Uh-huh.
his weed, and his weed.
Okay.
Can I please go home? Here's my driver's license.
Hold on, let me. I'll be right
Again, this is who I married, ladies.
back.
And
Let
gentlemen.
me get your ID. Let me get your ID. Be right back. I'll be right back.
It's
And this
clear.
is the woman that this is the
Yeah, I'm
woman.
gonna
Keep
tell
in
you how
mind
it
that
is.
not even 5 minutes ago tried to accuse me
Snitch.
of being a snitch, and then turn around and tell you explicitly
I'm not
that she
going
will
to jail.
tell.
She a tattletale. That was she.
I'm not.
Everybody.
I'm a tattletale to keep myself from
Tattletale,
going to
yeah.
jail.
No,
You're not
no,
a snitch.
no.
You're a
going to
tattletale.
jail.
Okay, here's the difference.
dig
Here's
it.
the difference between snitching and telling or whatever you want to talk about. When you snitch on somebody, snitching on somebody means you were involved, right? I'm snitching on you because I got caught doing something that we was a part of, but I'm the only one that got caught. We stole a car, get pulled over, and we all take off running. I'm the slowest nigga. I get caught. I'm going to jail anyway.
Right.
Right? I'm going to jail anyway. And I knew that going into this. But now all of a sudden, because you actually got caught doing it, because remember, when we got the car, we was talking shit when we got the car about how we was finna go do this and how down we was and how real a nigga we was. And then we got caught. You know what I'm saying? Couldn't, somebody had a motorcycle, they got the bird off. We couldn't. We was on foot. Shout out to the sound effects in this bitch.
That's what I thought it was.
But yeah, so that's what snitching is. Snitching is when you say, me, you, and Truck say, all right, this is what we gonna do, and we gonna sit in front of HEB, and when the Garter truck come up with get the money bags and all of that, we gonna rob the truck and whoop whoop wham. And so we go and do it, and then it goes bad. Y'all get away, I get caught. They know it's other people involved.
But you're not supposed to tell.
That's snitching.
Right, that's snitching.
But if we riding in the car together, and I personally tell y'all, if it's your
Beforehand.
weed, you gonna claim your weed, or else I'm gonna tell that it's not mine. It's
No,
yours.
no. Your
That's
explanation was as soon as we get pulled over, you gonna
Yeah.
start telling niggas. You
Yeah.
ain't even gonna give them
You
a
gotta wait
chance
till
to
they
find it.
investigate. You
Your
gotta wait
thing
till
is
they-
you won't even let them niggas do
I'm
their
gonna wait till
job.
that happen. I'm gonna wait till that happen.
Let them do their job. If
I'm
that's what they
gonna
paying
wait
for.
till that happen, but I'm not taking nobody's case.
But they gonna be like, ma'am, your hand smells like marijuana. Have you been smoking?
I passed it to him.
Nah, you
he
just
told
vote.
me, see, I have to pass it to the driver because
let me smell you,
he
bro.
can't turn around because he got to see himself driving. You
He
know,
gotta see
officer.
himself
So I got the square for him and gave it to him.
They
So
gonna guess you at.
you think that absolves you?
That's gonna get me out of
And
it.
that's not. That's like telling them. Well,
from
the,
now
the
on,
driver
don't
needed
stop
to.
driving
The
no
driver
more.
needed to shoot the man. So I just got the gun from the man in the back seat and handed it to him. Nigga,
That's accessory.
with weed too. Weed ain't no difference. It's an illegal.
Well, I'm just not gonna touch the weed. then.
You still going to jail. You might not get arrested, but you going to jail.
No, sometimes they let the person go.
You are going to
If you
jail.
got your driver's license, you could drive off.
Because
And I'm chuck y'all the deuce.
I want everybody to
How you
understand that
saying,
this
I
woman,
don't smoke.
this woman smokes weed.
But
So
I ain't
and
taking no cases.
I ain't taking no cases.
Truck don't smoke weed, but she want him to take the case.
Think I'm gonna go to jail.
This shit don't
me
add
and
up,
Truck
y'all.
gonna leave together. You and Bone gotta go.
No, everybody's going to jail in that
No,
car.
he said no. Everybody go to jail.
No,
Yes, we are. Because here's the first thing. Here's the first thing. If we in a car, if it's me, you, and Truck in a car, we on the way to a show. So we not where we live.
Right.
We
And
might be cross. We might be crossing
the
state line.
or the county line.
Mm-hmm.
So if we get pulled over,
The word being we.
yeah, cause all us in the car together. So
Yeah.
me and Truck, somebody got to be clean, so we can come get y'all out of jail.
That's what the
I
lawyer
got
for.
to make the call.
That's what Big Angry for.
But no, sometimes they'll let you pay the fine, and you can just follow the police car to the jailhouse.
Huh, where? What?
In like the small counties, they won't let you leave that county. They rather give you a fine so you could pay it right then. Like they'll say, come follow us to the county. We're going to book him, and then you could just pay the fine and get him
I went
out.
to jail in Killeen, Texas. It don't get much smaller than that. And I went straight to jail. Do not collect go. Do not. So yeah, that's what Bitcoins are about. Snitching.
For real, for real, we went to Bitcoin, the
That's
snitching,
So
and telling.
Yeah.
Niggas went to everything.
So that's what the Bitcoins are. But no, and so you have like this cryptocurrency that everybody's trying to invest in, but you can't really get the money out of it like you want to. Like say if you buying the Bitcoins, and let's just say I'm just use some random numbers. You buy Bitcoins, right? Then you look up and every Bitcoin is worth $100, which they're worth more than that. But I'm saying every Bitcoin is worth $100, right? So at 12 o'clock, it's $100. At 12:30, your Bitcoin might be worth $120. At 12:45, it might be worth $80. It fluctuates that fast. So you have to buy it at the right time, and then you have to try to sell it at the right time. But it's very strange because there's nothing like money in America is based off the gold that we have. That's our system is built around the idea of that we have gold in place to back up all the money that we press and print in America, which is not true anyway. That's a lie anyway. But that's the whole idea and concept behind our currency, the dollar in America. Whereas with cryptocurrency, there's nothing behind it to put any value into it other than, what people are saying it's worth. Like they can say it's worth, 12,000 a coin or 2,000 a coin, but try to go and get that money. You know what I'm saying? Like 50 Cent is one of the few people that got into it real early. 50 Cent actually let people buy his album a couple of years ago with Bitcoins. Let them use that as online currency. And so he was just sitting around with a bunch of Bitcoins for years because it still hadn't caught on. And then when it caught on, his stake, I think he had like 700 Bitcoins. It ended up being worth like a couple $1 million. But you got to sell it at the right time when the number's at the right value to get that money out of it. And that's the hard thing to do. As far as Bitcoin is concerned, I hear that there's red and green and blue and all these other different kind of coins. And their market doesn't fluctuate as crazy, but it also doesn't have as high a value. But I hear people talk about, man, you got to get on this cryptocurrency, and man, we just flipped this and all of that. And I'm like, I guess, but it doesn't really. I don't get it, I don't get investing real money into potential money. That doesn't. I'm sorry. I just don't see how people are supposed to get their money out of cryptocurrency.
They do that like how they do on Wall Street, like on trading places or something.
Yeah, I understand that, but I understand what the value of a stock is, right? There's a company behind that stock that gives that stock value when you buy something or you trading on Wall Street, right? That's the whole thing. If I buy stock in a company, the value of the stocks are, based off of the value of the company that's selling the stocks, right? That's why Apple stock costs more than, Sony stock or whatever you want to put it, right? That's why there's different stocks have different values. But there's a company and there's a product or something behind that value, You know what I'm saying? They don't give a fuck right now. I just lost them talking this shit. Let us move on. Miss Freeman, what else you want to talk about?
Old bitties. Huh? H&M?
Said to go bitty.
Oh, H&M.
Go ahead and talk.
H&M got some nice stuff in there, but...
The monkey shirt, nigga. We talking about the monkey
So
shirt.
how do you
Man,
feel?
fuck that whole ass shit. I ain't worried about that shit. I ain't worried about that bullshit. H&M got shit in there my size.
Wait a minute.
Anyway,
This
She
what
the
I
one picked the
said.
topic of this and she don't worry about it.
This is what I said. I kept
Point at the
saying
damn paperwork.
everybody,
Jesus Christ.
everybody jumped on the bandwagon, and it was a kid, right? So the kid didn't pick his clothes. It was up to the stylist
You ain't got
and
to
the mama.
Drink in the mic. I'm sorry. I'm talking about him slurping on that fucking thing all in the microphone.
So I was like, wait until you hear what his mom has to say. Wait until you hear what his mom had to say. Everybody was this, what they was going to do with H&M. They started with... I had two friends tell me not to wear my H&M clothes. Huh? I already paid for them.
Shit, I wait.
And then the mama get on there and say, I bet you the mama did it for money.
What did mama say?
They took it out of context. She said it wasn't like that. Now everybody had this big old roar about boycotting H&M, and the mama got the money.
Yeah, that
That's
pup did it.
why
He signed that boy.
He wanted to sign. He said he would, but
Oh,
then-
he didn't.
No, he said he would sign it, but that little boy got. I think I heard it. I think I heard $100,000 what the mama got, and the mama said that they took it out of content.
Like, she
But
ain't tripping.
because if you standing at a photo shoot, you looking at your child, you supposed to say, "Why my child had to get that shirt? I need him to take that off. You could get him another shirt." That was his mama's fault. His parents' fault.
I don't think he just wore that shirt. I think in the course of that shoot, they put all
put a
the
whole bunch of
kids.
shit in
I
there.
think every kid wore everything, right? The
Right.
black kids, the white kids. I think every kid wore every shirt. I don't think the black kids showed up to the shoot and they said, "This is your shirt, the monkey shirt." But I find a problem with if the fact that they did put every kid in every shirt. Why did the black kid had to be the one that advertised the monkey? They would have put a white kid in the monkey sweater. We wouldn't have had any problems right now. We wouldn't have any problems. We wouldn't have had no problem with the shirt, the shoot, H&M, none of that shit.
But we all came from a monkey, right?
Everybody don't believe that. Wake your ass up. Everybody don't
I
believe
hear
it.
y'all. I'm listening.
Okay.
From
But
Indiana
everybody
Falls.
doesn't believe in evolution.
Oh yeah.
Christian don't
Everybody
believe in
don't
evolution.
believe in boycotting either.
I think it's a little difference.
They got some nice shit up in H&M, like I said. At first, you used to always
How
go to
would you
H&M.
know?
Nah, because I went in there.
I
go
can't
with
fit
me.
H&M, nigga.
that's
What
what
you
I'm saying.
do with
Go
it?
with me.
I went in there. I mean, Queen used to go in there, but I thought it was just a girl store until I went to L.A. and my partner went in there and he went to the boy section. I didn't know they had boy section. But they had some nice little shit up in there, like some cheap shit. I was looking.
Whoa. I'm sorry. I don't mean to be rude. The boy section or the men section?
I mean,
Nigga, you
yeah.
got to clarify this kind
Oh,
of
my
shit.
bad. The man
2018, we're going to take you at your word. So
All right, well, the
we're
man
going to be
section.
shopping with boys now.
Look at that.
You find out you out there shopping with boys.
Man, hell nah.
Taking the boys to H&M.
I was looking for some shit for my nephew.
Start
Because
that.
he wear that size shit.
There you go.
There was some nice little shit up in there.
That's why you take
For a
little
good
boys
price.
shopping so because they
I
your
can't even
nephew
take
size.
I can't even take my damn stuff shopping, but alone taking somebody else shopping.
Just be
But
clear on this
I was window
podcast. You on the
shopping.
podcast with me, my nigga. You got to be clear.
All right, all hoe ass niggas that's listening, all the hoe ass people.
Hey,
out there
don't call
listening.
my hold on.
All
Don't
right.
call my listeners hoe ass niggas.
They
I'm
might
sorry,
be.
we gotta be fresh. All right.
You call a bitch ass niggas, but not hoe ass niggas.
Look at that.
What's the difference?
Huh?
What's
the
the
difference?
difference? In a bitch ass nigga and a hoe ass.
I don't like getting called no bitch. Nothing. Me. I just why I always call people hoe ass niggas. And I don't even call people bitches. I don't call bitches
You don't call
bitches.
females
I
bitches?
don't- unless
But
I'm
we
really
can
mad.
call each other bitches.
Yeah, that's what I do. But I mean, if I call a girl a bitch, I'm really, really mad. But I don't call girls bitches. I call them.
What do you do when a girl call you a bitch?
Don't call me no bitch. Call me a hoe ass nigga or something. I'm gonna let her know. Don't call me no bitch.
That's not gonna stop her just because you say don't call me no bitch.
Yeah,
But
the
I
right
believe me.
motherfucker. The right motherfucker call me a bitch and she know who I am and I'm gonna tell her, say, bitch, don't call me no bitch.
And then she
Don't
gonna
call.
throw your
She's gonna be like, "What you gonna do, bitch?"
I'm gonna
What you
call my
gonna
dyke
do,
ass
bitch?
my dyke partner to come whoop that hoe. Just like
What you
that.
gonna do,
I got
bitch
somebody
ass
for you.
bitch?
I'll be like, all right, I don't argue with females,
Fuck
baby.
you, old bitch ass.
I feel you.
nigga.
Go call your nigga. Where your nigga at? That's what I'm saying. Where your brother, your nigga, your daddy, or whoever. Call that
I
nigga,
don't
please.
need to go get my motherfucking
All right, then.
brother
Have a
on
blessed
my
day.
That old bitch ass nigga.
Have a blessed day, baby.
Y'all see why I
Be
brought
all
up
right.
this scenario?
I'm be like, have a blessed day. I feel you, baby. All right, I'm fucking with you later.
Yeah, I thought
And then,
so.
I feel you.
I
I'm a whole ass
thought
nigga.
so.
I know.
Bitch
And look,
made
It's the
it.
reason I
Look.
raised the question because I'm
Look.
trying to find out a solution
look, this what I'm gonna
for
do. This what I'm
myself.
doing.
That's why I raised the question.
This what I'm doing. All right, I feel you, baby. I
I
don't
get
want no
into
trouble.
it, then I get called a bitch, and I'm
you
like,
know she walking away.
how did we
from
get
I don't
there?
want no trouble. Like, hey, hey, Ashley.
how did we
Ashley,
get
where
there?
you at? Man, come whip this hoe over here. Now, this bitch over here talking shit over here. Well, I know what she said. Don't worry about it. We all right. Hey, I'm gonna fuck hoes.
You.
Hey, hoes, girls are so real to the niggas, dog. A girl can pull up at another girl house and box 1-on-1 or whatever like that. Ain't no shooting. Ain't no, you know what I'm saying? Nigga ain't finna do none of that shit. Nigga gonna be shooting and try to get jumped or all that shit like that. Hoes don't give a fuck. Hoes
But
will
in
buck on.
LA this weekend it was different.
What
That
happened out
girl stabbed that girl in the head and killed her.
You got these broads fucked up thinking that they ain't pulling up with that pistol.
Yeah, I just
They
said, play that
shoot.
hoe. Bitch. Now they gonna grab each other's hand and just, bitch.
And the wig gonna come off.
Yeah, all
the
that shit.
weed
They gonna
come
go
off.
hard, man. Hoes real, man. I ain't gonna lie. They gonna squabble. I like to watch a good squabble. Especially my partner Ashley. She squabble. She don't fight like no girl. She fight like a nigga. And she built too, like a nigga too. She like one of them studs. She be going. She be like,
So
come on,
is
hoe.
she a stud?
Yeah,
So
she
you
a
roll,
stud.
so you be running with studs and little boys.
Who? I wrote who will fuck
It's
with me.
equal opportunity.
Fuck
That's all
with
I'm
your
saying.
boy, man.
That's all I'm
Fuck-
saying. It's equal
Fuck with your
opportunity.
boy.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
It's all good. If they fuck with me, I fuck with them. Not in that way though. Hold on, I can't even say shit. Huh?
Nope.
It
Nope.
all gonna
Nope.
sound bad.
But you know,
It's
studs
too late.
still like to get
knocked
that.
down?
Yeah, someone.
I ain't gonna fuck 'em.
Someone want to get pregnant.
Neek like them studs though.
For real.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Neek like
Why?
studs.
So
I
that
don't
mean
know.
he attracted to a man. You better check him.
Man, that nigga got some fine girls. He had some fine girls before, but he be
He
having,
like the way he like a stud in attraction, like want to have.
no, he be
sex
like
with
want to
him.
knock him down to make him
Oh, you
come
better
back
try
to
to
what's
check
called.
him, baby.
I know my nephew ain't gay.
You don't know.
nigga,
I ain't
he-
say he was gay. I'm
I
saying
having
he may be.
tendencies or something
Yeah.
like that. That's the same
Ooh,
thing
that's
as
kind of
gay.
nervous.
However he is, he can do however
Cause
he
I'm
want
not gonna
to.
be
No,
attracted.
that's just. I think that's
still
just
gonna love 'em.
his idea of conversion therapy.
No, he just wants to. He just wanna, cause they be on some.
9 times out
I
of 10
wanna.
they ain't had sex before.
Yeah, so he be like, shit,
haven't had
like
it
I
in a
can,
long
I can
time.
turn you. That's how he be like. I
Oh, he
can,
can turn you back straight.
yeah,
Ain't
like
no such
that.
thing.
Yeah, I mean,
Tell him ain't no such thing. They turn their own self back straight.
I don't think he really understands the concept of a stud. And
man, I just seen some stuff. Man, my partner, damn,
goddamn,
the echo of that.
No, I was trying to say when she wanted, she just do like this and her dildo gonna stick to the
Oh, stick on the thing.
Yeah. It's go doing and she gonna do that herself. She don't want no man.
A stud or the
stud.
fit? All right.
But a lesbian will go both ways. But a stud ain't finna mess with no dude.
Shit, they be pregnant and shit.
Yeah.
Somehow. Well,
because
not all
they be
of them,
playing.
Huh?
They be playing like
but they gotta get knocked
my
down though.
homeboy, right?
They
my
still not get
homeboy-
knocked down. They probably ain't gonna like it, but they got knocked down
Yeah,
though.
I seen
So-
a bunch of pregnant studs.
But I done seen some
before.
studs get knocked down by niggas though. You know what I'm saying? Before.
But they can't turn them back straight, right?
Nah, they
She
still
ain't
stay.
finna get no
Nah.
weave in her hair, none of that,
Nah,
right?
nah.
Okay.
Well, that's a good point. can hear you.
I have no comment. I have no comment. I have no frame of reference for this. No frame of reference for this. I never seen a stud in some sagging pants, looking like a nigga, and thought to myself, I bet I could make her a woman again. No,
Oh, nah, I done seen a fine stud before.
I ain't saying
Yeah,
it.
all right, shit.
I ain't saying it. It ain't no such thing as a fine stud.
All
I'm
right,
just
yeah.
saying I don't know how
Yeah,
you see.
you ain't gonna be thinking that.
I don't know how you see through that to that.
I can dig it. But it'd be like
And what if somebody walk up and tell him they can turn him? What if the son say, I'm gonna put some dick in you and you put some dick in me? That's how this gonna work.
say that
But
to a
if
regular
there's some
nigga?
dudes around
Say,
who
I'm talking
wanna
about
do
to-
some
to-
fucking
to
that
Neek,
booty hole
nigga.
Oh,
wanna be-
That's the only person we talking about in this scenario, my niggas. The nigga you brought to the table.
Yeah,
The
'cause
nigga you
said
raised. This
your
the nigga you
nephew.
raised.
You said your nephew be attracted to
Yeah,
studs.
this ain't his nephew from down the street. This nephew stay in his house.
That whole ass nigga don't stay on me.
No more. You raised him though.
Yeah.
You don't stay with you no more, but you raised him.
You raised
Yeah,
him
I
wrong.
raised that boy.
Now you out there
I
running.
raised them boy.
You running with them bull daggers.
You raised him wrong.
Y'all some hoe ass niggas, man. Y'all niggas turning my words against me.
Like you
Wait,
say, as long as I ain't a
That's
bitch,
them
long as I ain't a
goddamn-
bitch ass
Long
nigga.
as-
I'm
that was them hoe ass niggas, them goddamn reporters
Ask
be
me
doing
what
to
he
niggas.
running with a fuck.
What he running with a fuck.
What
Hoe ass
if
reporters
Rocky
be
told
turning
Bob?
niggas words.
Get from around there with them bull daggers.
That shit, that's who said that shit.
Ricky Smiley.
Yeah.
What you out there with him for?
Get away from that boy.
But he made a good point. I will say, Ricky Smiley said when you was little and people said bull daggers, you thought it was like a monster or some shit like that.
Get away from that.
It's not.
Used to be scared.
But it's a new age. We are educated about these things. And again, to all our gay
can't
listeners
call
out there,
them
all
that
our
either.
female gay listeners that's listening, this is how we talk with our gay friends. You know, we have studs and whatnot around us. My brother's a homosexual, so
Don't
we not.
take
This
it-
is not a homophobic conversation.
Don't
This
take
is,
it personal. It's all good. You talk about our hoe ass you want to. Shit, it don't matter.
I'm sure I get talked about a lot. Don't bother me.
It's all good.
We build thicker than that. So if all the studs out there want to start a podcast and slug at us, feel free.
I ain't no good ranker though. I don't know how to rank though. But if y'all got some good shit, I'ma laugh at this shit if it's funny.
You gotta listen to Ricky Smiley. You'll be cracking up laughing. What
had to
you
put
out
this
there
shit-
with him for?
Goddamn, what on fire? Get away from them guys.
Now, here's another thing we could talk about since we're talking about Ricky Smiley, right? There's different comedians. I think Lil Duval is the one really kind of leading the charge, and different people, different comedians are saying that there's too much men putting on wigs and dresses, imitating females just for a joke or a laugh now, and they feel like it's a bit too much at a time where we really need our young men to understand what it's like to be a man, to really, have an opportunity to grow into a man without certain different influences coming in. Do you think a comedian has that much influence on a child? Like,
What if a comedian like put on a wig and all that stuff?
On a child? No, it's the mama and the dad.
because that's the whole point of people saying this is that they think that, we sending the wrong messages to young, well, specifically in the
But
black
a child
community.
ain't got no, they speaking for social media.
I mean, they doing it in the movie. It's been done for years,
Madea.
long time, even before Madea. Like it was.
No, Flip Wilson was the first.
Like, but it been done way before. So, in a movie, but I don't know if a male comedian will come out on his comedy special and be dressed as a woman like that.
No, but I think they're talking about the proliferation of it on social media. I see a lot of internet comedians doing mamas. There's one little light-skinned dude that did like one where he was all these different kinds of mamas, you know what I'm saying? The nosy mama, the messy mama, that kind of stuff. It seems like there's a proliferation
What they mean?
right now, like a whole bunch of everything coming at one time.
A lot.
Well,
Yeah.
I think they doing it as an act to get from
Yeah,
where
that-
they at to everybody want to be famous now, so that's probably their like.
Yeah, but you
the
sending the
person that
wrong.
want to be famous, want to be a rapper. They say people got.
Yeah, but I think it can be confusing to people, to the younger people, young impressionable people in certain levels, right? Like, but we'll take our kids to go see a Madea movie though, right? Like, so I don't understand, like, what's the difference in that?
I say some. I know what you're saying. Like sometimes, like on Instagram, they be having like you said, the dudes be like, acting like somebody's mama or acting like a girl. Or that dude, that nigga, I don't know his name. Nigga be having
Blaming on
lipstick
K.
on or
Wayne,
something.
blaming
Whoever.
on K. Well,
It's like a few of them. It's one from Houston though that be doing that or something like
Yeah.
that. So I feel he's saying like they be doing that shit just to get a laugh, but then at the end of the day, it kind of look kind of bad for them kids to see it because they think it's funny, but if they think it's funny, they probably think it's cool, and they'll do it themselves. You know what I'm saying? They gonna have too much female tendencies, like they grow up to be just doing bitch shit. You know what I'm saying? Like there's some female shit when they supposed to be a
And
man.
I'm saying,
you
is
know
that
what I'm saying?
true? Like, is that it can?
Can it happen?
Yeah. Would it? Because like I said, I grew up watching shit, Martin and all Shanae and all that
and
shit. It didn't
Wanda.
make me want to be a woman. Or Jamie Foxx was one. Didn't make me want to be a woman or whatever. But I'm not a comedian. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a comedian. So it feels to me like I guess people are saying that it's a very easy out. Like, you could be any kind of character. You could put on any kind of costume. You don't have to imitate a woman.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And a lot of these these social media, I shall say, comedians, they're from the inner cities. They're from the hood. They're not out of the suburbs doing this.
But
They're from the hood imitating hood mamas. So the audience is that inner city community that we're trying to protect these young men identity. You know what I'm saying?
But who Truck talking about, I had a conversation with him, and he told me he promised his grandmother, I guess his grandmother raised him, he don't do that in front of her. He is a man.
See, you're talking about two different things.
No, he dressed up like Truck talking about the one from Houston with wear the lipstick and the wig. They were
Right, but
so
he's actually gay. We're talking about straight men pretending to be
I
women.
don't think no straight man can pretend to be a woman. You got to
Shit,
have
it
some
out there.
tendency.
There's some niggas. Oh,
No, not at all.
I got some
It's called
guys.
I
acting.
ain't never seen no straight man. Oh, Martin and James.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
take
it's
that
called
back.
acting. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I get what you're saying.
But I don't think
That's not. That was always the whole thing. He act like a woman too good.
Oh, I didn't know he was
You know what I'm
gay,
saying? I've heard that argument before.
I know.
He got to have a little sugar in him because he act like a woman too good
though. Yeah.
Right.
when he's acting. I mean, he's fucking pretending. Don't tell a nigga he pretending too good. Thought that was a good skill. I don't. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, is it overblown? Are we putting too much into it? Because I don't see, like, the biggest Instagram, like, comedian or a clown or whatever you want to call it that I see is like Boom Gang, right? So I see who the kids are really being impressed by. You know what I'm saying? And it's not that. I don't see little kids. I don't see little
If Boom
kids. That's
Gang
Truck
run
at
up on you,
H&M, I
what's
guess.
gonna
Truck, you be with the little boys at H&M. Are they influenced?
That's low ass
If
shit.
Book
I don't
ain't
even
running
know
here
those
now,
boys,
jump
man.
on top of this table, what y'all gonna do?
If who?
Bunker.
We wouldn't let that nigga in the door, first of all.
Boom
Lock the
gang.
door.
Just let
Lock
him
the
in.
door.
and
And let
just
him
knock
in.
him out.
Let him do his thing.
No, because
No.
I'm not
No.
in that.
Just how B
not-
said. How B said before. If we see him, we ain't gonna touch him. We going after the nigga who recording.
Yeah,
The nigga who got the camera. That's what we need to go holler at. That's what we need to go holler at.
What
So,
you doing here?
Yeah.
Who you came to
Because
embarrass?
he can't do
I'm
nothing.
here.
Because he ain't gonna be able to do nothing without that camera. If he
He
gonna
can-
do
he can-
something,
he
he
can clown
gotta
on.
record himself. When that camera ain't rolling, he gonna be. I bet he gonna be the sweetest young man ever. But probably when that camera rolling, that's when he get to his acting or whatever like that. So, as long as we control that camera,
And
man.
I think it's setting a dangerous precedent because you got a lot of dudes out here trying to imitate what he doing. And they getting the
Yeah, they
brakes
getting-
beat off their ass. Out here getting knocked the fuck out.
Can't do that in wrong places, man.
He's been real lucky. Like he's been. There's
Yeah,
no
he
skill.
real lucky. Yeah,
there's
he
no
been real
skill
lucky.
and no talent to what he doing. He just been lucky as shit.
No
You know what I'm
skill,
saying?
no
They pick who they know who to pick and they
He
know what
fast.
places to move to do that kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? You don't go to certain places and pull that kind of shit.
That nigga say no talent. I think it's fast. That's all he is. It
No,
should be
we
funny
seen
though.
him. We seen him run up on somebody in that Ferrari in New York. That man got out and was finna beat the hell out of. I think he beat the camera dude.
Caught one of them. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was one of the dudes that jumped off.
Kind of fuck.
All right, we gonna really. Yeah, we gonna take a break right now. We having technical difficulties. I think we've been talking for an hour. I think we can wrap this one up. We don't know what we're doing, so obviously there's gonna be some mistakes in this shit. I think we got a good conversation going outside of the Macawa train and the motorcycle and Queenie banging on the table and Truck taking little boys to H&M. I think we had a pretty good inaugural episode. Thank y'all for tuning in. We won't always do this by ourselves, and this is not going to be like a typical podcast. We'll probably break this down into, we're going to try maybe 8-10 episodes, see what it look like, see if there's things we need to revamp and do different, do better. Then we'll come back again, and every time we come back after those 8 to 10 episodes, we'll know how to do this a little better. We'll know what y'all want from us a little better. We'll be able to keep Queenie talking into the mic And we just keep truck away from little boys and keep hair on my dick, and we'll be all right. Thank y'all for tuning in to Trill Talk. Keep it Trill.
Peace. Bye.